You clicked on the ASMR alphabet series of mine. Today was a wonderful letter, L for love. ASMR Katz. My name is ASMR Katz, and I have headphones in my ear because this is a high quality recording. So feel free to do the same to experience the ASMR journey the fullest. Love. I love this topic. I already spoke about different emotions in this alphabet. So we started with A and now we are at the letter L. So make sure that you check out all the other clips too and to enjoy this emotional ride with me. In my opinion, love is the biggest emotion in life. And for me, it's the most important emotion in life. Without love, what would be this planet? There are ways of love in so many different forms that I would say that it almost have the most advantage of all emotions. And I would say it is always the key and always the answer to all of our problems. We are all addicted to feel love, and we are also like to give love. Because love feels so great. When I was small, I not experienced love in the same way I experience love now. And I also knew and learned when I share love, it feels way better than when I keep it all to myself. So, what is love for you? And in which kind of different ways you experience love in your life? Most of the time, love gets kept together in the way that you love your family. And then you start to have a relationship and love your partner. And then also a kid comes into your life that you loved so much, like you never loved anyone before, or an animal, or whatever came in your life. I don't have a kid myself, So I can speak about this experience, but I always get told from every parent that they never felt this way of love for anyone else before as when they had their own kid in their hands. And I have to say that I would never get a kid by myself. This is also why I removed my felony tubes. But I know that I can love even when it's not my own child, also another child. So I think that there are some who like different. For example, there are some who say, I don't like other kids. Most of them like my own. And I don't make a difference between if it came out of me or is adopted or whatever, because I think that love is always a process from growing, and that sometimes you have more love to give and sometimes you have less. And sometimes you even stop loving. But the good thing is that it always can come back. And you also can start loving again. When I see a kid in a family, it always loves its parents, no matter what. But when you grow up, love change. It is not so close anymore as it was. And then when you experience love in different forms, so you have your first partner, or you have an animal you live with, or you go for traveling and fall in love with different countries and places, with the nature or with your hobby, then you experience a lot more ways of love, what actually gives you the opportunity to see a lot other emotions, like I already spoke before about. I think with love comes gratitude in your heart. I think with love comes kindness in your heart. And I also think that a lot of creative processes come to the joy of love. And then there are also the meaning of the word love in so many different forms. So love can be to make love. A lot of people like to say, I like to make love. So it's just two bodies together, or more bodies together, experience a good feeling. And sometimes it's also, I love this smell. And then it is a smell. And sometimes you also say, I love this food. So it is all about your senses too. I love how it feels. It is just amazing how often you can really describe something with that word love. And this is then exactly what you feel about. And that is the nice thing about it, that we have this opportunity. And there are a lot of people who forget about this, to see love just as this small thing in their life. But in the end, everything should be love, and everything should be out of the attention of love. So you should to start feeling grateful because you love something so much that you are very grateful for it. Or you also see, hey, love for others feel good too. So you like to cook them a very good meal, and they know it's filled with love and energy, and then it's just amazing. And the great part about it is that it's so evolving as well. So when you think about the love you experienced yet, then you know that sometimes love starts very intense, but then change. And that you always need to take care that still love is inside of you to give it to someone else. I always say, when you not can love yourself, you can't love anyone else around you. Wait, what for sound? So I really believe that you always have to practice love within yourself, seeing what is good about you, what are the benefits in you, what makes you special, and why you treat yourself the way you do. And then when you are able to see yourself and love yourself, then you are able to love others. And I know that so many are so dishonest about that fact, and that they go in relationships and do things when they are not even ready yet. And then this love can get so fragile. So to love is an amazing thing. But when someone treats that love not with the right amount of respect, and the love gets destroyed, it is also so fragile at the same time. And it can get really hurtful and painful. So love can get to the most amazing thing in life to the most hurtful thing in life in 1 second. And when you really are heartbroken and you really turn against this love, doesn't matter if you give it to others or you just give it to yourself, then so many other emotions can come into your life and take over your life. And then you forget about the good thing about love. And then it gets very dark there. So how can we be able to have love and to treat love as a special and fragile thing at the same time without getting hurt? And I think this is not possible. I think there is no recipe that you never get hurt. And I think you are only able to love way deeper than you ever could when you get hurt and you feel that this fragile emotion of love can get destroyed in a short amount of time. And then, when it's destroyed and when you not feel that loved anymore and also not love in yourself, it is the most important practice to start to love yourself again. To believe in yourself that you don't make things that hurt others. To actually be able to take care that you at least love yourself the most, because the longest relationship in life we have with ourselves and nobody else. We are born alone and we will die alone. And to find love within ourselves is the most important thing to make the life complete. And when I see how much we are distracted from this truth, it is very, very, very hard to come back to that point again where you remind yourself that love is the key. Now where I speak about this intense topic, I also stand often at that point that the daily life with the daily work and daily exercises really push love a little bit more aside, because you are so concentrated in other things. And then it is very important to remind yourself again, I love myself. I love where I am. Or I want to change this and that to love again. And when you don't fear to get hurt and be open for love and experience love in a very respectful way and give love in a very respectful way, then there also will surround you more love. And this is the most important thing, that you surround you with much love as possible, with friends who love the same, with family, even though it's not your real family, even though it's your friends and they are more family than your family is itself, or whatever, that you fill your life with as much love as possible. And always remember that love is such a fragile emotion and still such a powerful emotion that you always treat it with the most amount of respect, that you don't have the problem at some point that you lose the love you should have to love yourself. Because when you have this key figured out, then not much negative emotions will be in your life anymore. I know so many people who fear love, seeing this as this, not as strength, more as something painful. And then it is very, very hard to be able to lean back and to come out of this tunnel. So for sure, in my life, my love I give to someone else got not always treated like it should have been treated. But did I give up? I actually not, because I love to share love. It feels so good to give others a good time. And it also feels great to give yourself a good time too, to do something what feels nice for you, to be able to charge up your batteries and to go out there and give this energy to others who benefit the same as you, when not even more. So how you can fill up your batteries of love. And then also, what do you do that you not stay just lonely? What do you do to actually overcome that loneliness and make it into love? And are you able to see love in small things? Or is love for you very, very hard to achieve? it is a lot of questions you always have to ask yourself, because every story of us is so different. What I'm saying here for myself is just my own little opinion in a wide range of love. For others, it's completely different. And for others, love have a completely different meaning as for myself. But we all know that love feels absolutely good, and that love can move mountains, and so we should let it always in our life and never give up, even so the love get treated not the right way it should. There's not more thoughts coming into mind about this topic in general. So I would say this would be it. A little impression about the topic love in my new series, the ASMR Alphabet. My name is ASMR Katz, and I hope that you subscribe, and we see us the next time again to the next letter. I hope that you're already curious where it will be about, and I wish you a pleasant time no matter where you are right now. And I am full of gratitude and love that you support me and my channel here, that you like to the words I whisper in your ear. And I can't wait to read the comments you have to say about the topic love. And I hope that when I look back and watch the series myself, I was able to articulate this emotion of love in a good way, in an understandable way. And don't forget that it's always just my personal opinion. Your experience can be some completely different, and that is fine too. So thank you so much for listening, and I wish you a life full of love. Yours, ASMR Katz. Sending love to you.